to Dr. Roger Guivol. We'd run out of time, except that was mostly because we were taking so many calls before. Roger, you're still there, aren't you?
I'm here.
Oh, excellent. So you were busy telling me how cross you were getting about something or other.
Well, it's the same thing. It's that we have this autumn statement, read budget. We have weeks before it telling us that we are in a dire position with a £55 billion black hole. We have all these taxes, mainly stealth taxes, a goalpost move, lines on the field move, huge amounts of money being collected to fill that black hole, and 30 billion of it, which is to represent cuts in police, NHS, education, defense, also crucial, all of a sudden deferred for 2 years. So it really makes me wonder, I think we're being turkeyed very seriously here. And I'm just amazed that, not many people are up and down shouting about this. I was at an event where I said this the other day, and someone said, oh my God, you're one of the only people, you're the savior of the nation here. I don't want to be the savior of the nation. Why aren't people jumping up and down and yelling about this?
Well, I think people are jumping up and down, and I think they're also quite cross about the fact that if anybody thinks that Liz Truss was solely responsible for the financial markets being spooked, then I think they need to think again, because there are a whole range of other things, and I would be looking very carefully at what the Bank of England did in the run-up to that budget, and also what they've done subsequently. And everybody seems to look at the Bank of England and say, oh, they're such sage-wise people, and never question their actions. They haven't got a clue. They're asleep at the wheel and taking the wrong decisions.
Remember that Liz Truss threatened the historic independence of the Bank of England in the months before. She was certainly with Kwasi standing next to a cliff, but I think a number of market people gave them a push. Now, the thing is, as I say, I was at Westminster yesterday, and in the evening I actually attended an event inside Westminster Abbey, and I happened to walk past the tomb of the late Professor Stephen Hawking, and I had been thinking to myself, why are not people doing something about this? Can't these politicians hear us? The biggest thing of all is how in the world can you increase petrol prices by such a huge amount?
I know that you're frothing very substantially. I just need to get one line from you on Nicola Sturgeon, and then we must get back to the papers.
Nicola Sturgeon, whereas the Americans were able to break away from Britain, poor Nicola Sturgeon failed yet again to do it. And the only line I would have for you, James, is that I understand from my Scottish sources that she is wildly upset, especially because she had everything arranged, most of all, a new Scottish financial centre on its own on the Bonnie banks of Loch Lomond.
How lovely. There we go. Dr. Roger, thank you very much indeed. Thank you for frothing at us. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Back to Tim.